What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened. We are going to farm up one of those overload dice today. It's a special event pet. It's only going to be available 1 week out of every 7 weeks, and it is dropping on the map of the week here this week, which is Halloween Spooktacular. I said I would post up a build. I did basically the exact same thing everywhere as I did in that earlier video I talked about, but I did say I would get an entire video upgraded. But basically, we're just going to go with, I think an Aura stack at each core. I'm going to throw these down below for anything coming through on the bottom. And let's go over here as well. Now, the only real issue or area of caution is right here at this little glowy. A rift portal spawns, and the enemies go for this core. Now, there's a lot of skeletons in mixed mode, because we're in mixed mode Massacre Hardcore Dune Eater difficulty. So they can creep up on the core if you're not careful. So we're going to want to address that. Now, I've been using just a ton of owls because I've been having fun with that fresh playthrough using owls. And that is what we're going to go with here as well. We're going to go with 2 owls here. And we're going to go with 2 owls over here. Then we're going to hop on our EV and we're going to place this buff beam that is just going to handle these 2 owls. And the electric aura, well, the ensnare aura too, but that doesn't count against the overclock beam rune. And then over on this side, I'm going to throw down a heat cannon. Now, this is a high stat build. I'm like 19 or 20, 12 and 12. Something like that. And main stat and sides throughout here. So I'm not even fully, or not really anywhere near being maxed out, but I've still got just way more needed to kill the content. Anyway, just gonna go with just that there, 1 flamethrower. But yeah, this is a high stat build anyway, so it might work for you, it might not work for you. Hopefully it works for you. Alright, and then we're gonna go, 2 owls here. And we'll go 3 owls here. And then we'll get these 2 guys on a buff beam with the electric aura. And then these 3 owls. And then up here, we're going to do basically the same thing, but I'm going to do it slightly different. First off, I'm going to put 2 owls right here. And I'm going to go ahead and buff beam them with the aura, so I don't have to really think about the auras anymore. And then we're going to come up top here, and we got, as you see, we've got just a truckload of DU left. So let's go 3 owls there. We'll go 3 owls there. And we still have DU left. So, I mean, kind of the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. I don't think it's needed, but almost every time I have been using reflect beams right here just to be safe. And then depending on your level of power, you can either, build out even more owls throughout or just call it good and go with what you got, whatever. I am just going to come down here and dump all the mana. Alright, and then I think we will play on the monk, and we'll just chill right here and tower boost this stuff. And they are going to be adjusting the mob counts on this one. This is not the mob counts are not always going to be this high. I do know that there will be some adjustments made with that. But basically, I'm just going to sit here and let it run, and I should be able to tower boost through the entire wave. Now, in the current state, with these ridiculous mob counts, I think what I'll do is, for the purpose of the video, I'll just jump to the final wave here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll jump on forward until we are at the final wave. And meantime, I'm just going to kind of chill right here and continue to tower boost. And you see the portal's a non-issue. Now, you can remove that being a problem by just shooting it, of course. And then you don't have to really worry about that portal anymore. But having this flamethrower here definitely blazes it out and makes it so that you can ignore it if you want to ignore it. And that's usually the route I take. But anyway, we're not going to do any more upgrades anywhere else. We're just going to let the map run like this. So let's go ahead and jump on forward to the final wave. And I'll show you how it all goes. Alright, and here we go in the final wave here. And I haven't done anything but sit here. Now, the downside with a turtle build like this, plus the enormous mob count bloat, this map does take forever to run with this build. There's no doubt. 20-minute runs are going to be very normal using a build like this. But it is super, super chill if you want to, watch a show or whatever while you're grinding it out. It is a slow burner. That is for damn sure. I haven't used many owls lately. It's been nice toying around with them again. I've been using pretty much bowling balls and blossoms for just about everything for all of 2026 for the most part. So that new playthrough I've been doing has got me motivated to tinker around with the owls. And they are doing good. These are power electric auras, not range electric auras. So it's only like 12 or 13k range. And then I've got just below 20,000 power on them. And like 12k, between 10 to 12k rate. So I lose probably not much, a couple of meters or whatever in range coverage. The diminishing returns hit so hard at that stat, you're getting very, very little for going from 12 or 13k range to 20k range. But the difference is if you had 20k range and then only 12 or 13k power, your electric auras would definitely be feeling that. So that is why I took this route. And when you approach your electric auras like this, they do a ton of damage. So they do really, really well. Looks like they're ticking for 240k. Was that right? Yeah, 240k. Well, it should be doing more than that. Because they are fused. Or there we go. That was while it was boosted. I'm not sure. But anyway, they clear out the majority of the trash. They can't keep up with skeletons usually. Because the skeletons can be so abundant. And, sometimes they're popping back up on you awfully quick. We're just about there, though. It feels like forever when you're used to running like 60 or 90 second waves. When the waves go to that 4-minute mark or whatever, I think we're approaching about 4 minutes on this wave. it just feels like an absolute eternity. There is no doubt. But as long as you're not sitting there staring at that bar and watching the mob counter go down. Hopefully we get a decent overload this time around. And then just the normal map of the week loot as well. We'll be getting some goodies here. Alright. Let's see what we got. There's the overload, obviously. You can't miss that. Got a 4 statter. That's very similar to the last one I got. It's got 5 mana regen per second, which is quite nice. And then, let's see, we got a fused Dragon Temper Sword. Bad passive rolls. Boo. And then, what was our Arcanist piece? Get that out of the way. Or no, that's our regular minor piece. Oh, there's the Hallow's Evil Grin. Kind of rough on the passive rolls on that one, too. A Shroom Brooch. And kind of crappy on the Arcanist piece. But anyway, there is our Overload dice farm, or the build that I've been using anyway. And then you're getting helmets out of the deal. So, you know, Arcanist helms plus accessories. So, definitely one you're going to want to farm out this week. It's only, as far as I know, it's only available on mixed mode. So, you're going to want to play mixed mode to get that one done. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you soon. Take it easy.